Everybody, welcome back to the Rust is Gold Racing podcast. Pre-recorded, we actually did this podcast a little while back. We had a couple of really cool guests come by the shop. We got asked to host a really cool thing. Steve and Phoenix Mays.
Tyson Hollywood Garcia here.
Down the way, not too far, an old-time rockabilly coffee bar. Wrecking machine tucked in the back, Elvis singing about a Cadillac. I'm on a BSA, been riding all day. Leathers on, goggles too, triumphant, I don't know what you wanna do. My boys are on Ducatis, happy now all the while. Yeah, these are rockers, it's their style. So let's ride, so let's ride, so let's ride, so let's ride.
What'd you think, man?
It was really cool. I mean, I think one of the coolest things is, you know, you and I get to go out, we get to go to all these events, right? And we met a lot of cool people throughout the years, builders,
Yeah.
you know, mechanics, racers,
Yep.
you know, photographers, you name it. We've met them, all the coolest people in the industry.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think sometimes, you know, our community doesn't get to see these people like we do.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're not out there like we get to see them. So I thought it was more so cool for the community to kind of come in and meet Zahn and Norman and get to shake hands and kind of see like a little bit about a little part of like what we get to do kind of on a normal basis.
Yeah, and we've been super lucky. The shop has allowed us the opportunity to host things like this that normally we wouldn't get the chance to do, you know?
No.
We've seen Ride since season 1, right? And this is season 7. So having Norman Reedus and Zahn McClarnon here on the show was like a big deal for us. And it was really cool. We're going to have the audio podcast for y'all to listen to. We've got the video podcast that was filmed while they were here. We'll release that on Friday, October 3rd. And if you haven't seen the episode, where's it at?
AMC Plus, right? And I don't know if this is the last season, but we were on episode 3 of season 7. So
Yeah,
if this is the last season, it's a good way to end it. If not, hopefully not.
that is true. It's a good way to go out. Yeah.
Hopefully not. If not, then, you know, maybe Norman will come back around sometime.
Cool. Well, we hope you enjoyed the podcast. We'll check back with you after this and have a few things to say about the podcast. All right, everybody. Welcome to the Rust is Gold Racing podcast. We are in a new year this year, 2025, season 4. We have some amazing guests today. I mean, I'm like overwhelmed a little bit.
You're shocked.
You're geeking out, right?
Yeah.
Geeking out, so geeking out. You know, motorcycle guys, right? Motorcycle guys, really cool dudes, and I guess they do some acting or something on the side. I'm not really.
It's about the motorcycles.
It's about the motorcycles.
It's always about the motorcycles.
Who do we have, man?
Well, Norman Reedus, obviously.
What's up?
Zahn McClarnon.
Hello there.
Hey guys, welcome.
Yeah, thanks for having us. Good coffee too, by the way.
Oh,
You guys like it?
It's great.
Well, thanks for showing up. I mean, honestly, like it means a lot for us and our community, especially to have a couple of riders here.
Yeah.
Love New Mexico, man.
Yeah.
Love riding in New Mexico. It's a beautiful state to ride in, and glad to be here. Thank you guys.
Totally.
for
And
inviting
better weather for you this time, right, Norman?
Yeah, we did an episode here ages ago with Austin Emilio, and the morning was brutal. It was super cold, but I did some crazy shit here. The thing I was telling you about where the jaws of death and the giant saw, and I couldn't believe AMC let me play with that thing. That was here, right, Lizzie? Yeah. That was here.
Oh, Emilio was down here?
Emilio Austin was down here. Yeah.
Yeah. I know me.
Huh?
It was Amy here, sorry.
It was what?
Amy.
No, Austin was here for the saw thing, wasn't he?
That was Arizona.
Oh shit! Sorry, never mind. Go Arizona.
Yeah. Well, sometimes those hard,
neighbors.
sometimes those hard rides make it the most memorable.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've done some brutal ones. We've done Uruguay, Costa Rica, New Zealand, Japan. We rode up Mount Fuji with 2 bald monks on Harleys. So got our bikes blessed on the way. We did Moab Desert here with Keanu. Dave Chappelle. We did where were we? South Carolina. Where were we? Savannah. Yeah, we've done a lot of cool. The very first ride ever was with Peter Fonda. We did the top of Florida to the Keys. Yeah, he's a trip.
Yeah.
I loved him. Loved
Yeah.
him.
I mean, icon.
Right.
Especially like in the chopper world and everything.
Sure.
He hates Harley, by the way.
He
Does
what?
he really?
He hates him. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
They don't like each other.
Is that because of the
Because of the bike
and everything?
I don't even know. I don't even know, but he's an interesting dude. He's that whole ride hard or stay at home, I think, was written for him.
Sick.
Yeah.
So how did you get started with bikes? Like, where did this all begin?
I was in junior high school. I would sit in the back of the classroom, and there was this Chinese kid named Toon, and he would sit, and I was not paying attention. He wasn't paying attention, but he would blow these little spit bubbles in the air and catch them on his mouth. And I'd sit there all class and just watch him do it, right? And then finally I get up the nerve, and I'm like, yo, can you teach me how to just blow the spit bubble and catch it in your mouth? And he did. So we'd sit in the back of the class and just blow these bubbles. And he had a YZ80, and he taught me how to ride the YZ80, and we would just like run from police all the time, and that's how I first got into.
Where was this?
That was in Texas.
Okay, so you could kind of get away with that kind of stuff right there, right?
No, we just did it.
Okay.
Yeah, the spit bubble thing got me in trouble as well, to be honest.
Well, I think a lot of us
I had a lot of stitches when I met Toon. I got stitches all the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we kind of all started on dirt.
Yeah,
like doing crazy
I'm
things.
saying that's my story is very similar to Norm's.
Spit bubbles?
No, not spit bubbles, but the YZ80s, the RM80s. Yeah. Drawing choppers on my notebook when I was a kid. And with Kiana, he told the story about seeing a group of bikes go by him.
Yeah.
I was up in Montana as a kid and seeing I don't know what it was. A gang, it might have been HAs or something. They went by me, and I was just like, "What, Dad? What is that?"
Yeah.
And then you get into the movies like Bad News Bears when Kelly comes on the fucking bike through the baseball field and stuff like that. So
Dude, I reenacted that.
did you?
Kind of. I took that YZ80 through a live soccer match.
Yeah.
And the sprinklers that come out of the ground.
Yeah.
It was wet, and I slid. That's one of my stitches stories. Slid into one of those sprinklers on that bike in the middle of a kid's soccer game. Yeah.
This is kind of one of those things that, you guys are actors. People think actors, whatever. Do they really,
What the fuck does that mean?
do you really ride? Do
Oh, right.
you
Yeah,
really
yeah.
ride? Are they really motorcycle guys?
Yes.
And for us, it's acting's great. We love movies and stuff like that, but the most inspiring thing to us is riding. We love getting out there, the freedom of riding. So when we knew you guys were coming and we knew you really do ride, it was interesting to hear what you guys like. How does it feel to you to ride compared to acting and stuff?
It's totally. Do you want this one?
No, go ahead.
It's complete. For me, it's my time, right?
Mm-hmm.
I get a lot of sharing my time, and there's always somebody going, it's time to pee, you have to, and it's my thing to get away from it all. I do my best thinking on a bike. I actually think I could sing on a bike. It's like my time, and this show came about because I was always riding my bike to the Walking Dead set.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, you can't do that. I'm like, well, I don't have a car, so yeah. And they just kind of let me get away with it.
Wow.
And then Bourdain was really big at the time, and so they were one of the bigwigs at AMC said, I have an idea for a show, and I jumped on it.
That's cool.
But it's my time. I can get away. I like to ride a bike through a town. You smell the town. It's a different vibe than being in a car with the AC on and listening to the radio. Yeah. Although I do sometimes listen to music on my bike.
Yeah.
Well, you were talking about having 12, 13 bikes, and you're catching up to Tyson and I with that. But
I'm trying to get rid of them. I'm trying to downsize. I
just downsized myself.
If anybody needs to buy a Sporty, it's right over there.
I was looking at you, but I was wondering if you had headwork on that Sporty or not, because it was
What's your
interesting.
favorite bike?
I have a 46 Knucklehead I like a lot that we were talking about, that Yaniv, a power plant built. My favorite bike to ride, I have an FXR that it just fits me like a glove, and it's just like my buddy, and it's that one. The Tigers, this show is sponsored by Triumph, so we ride all bikes on this show. We meet custom bike builders all the time and ride whatever they're building. A lot of Harleys, a lot of other stuff. But because we do a lot of dirt and highway stuff, that Tiger, that 1200, the Rally Pro actually is my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
that bike is so good. It's not top heavy. You can stand up on it. You can jump a curb on it. It's comfortable long distance. It hauls ass in the dirt.
cool.
It's like a great bike.
Yeah.
It's my next bike triumph.
Well, I was
Hint,
following
hint.
your Instagram, and you've got a clip of you on your Harley out there. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
27 or something.
Oh, that was a friend of mine's bike. That was a 1927 JD.
Yeah.
A very, very rare bike.
That's a cool bike.
Yeah, that
That's
was
sick.
Is that Momoa?
that was Mr. Momoa's bike. One of his bikes,
okay.
yes. And he allowed me to get on that bike and said, "Don't wreck it." What a great bike to ride.
Well, that's
Yeah.
a piece of history.
Oh
I mean,
my God.
It suited you well. You
Yeah.
were just
I was having fun. I had a smile on my face.
Yeah, you did.
the whole time.
speaking of like difficult bikes to ride, on the Bikeriders,
Oh, fuck
we're
that bike.
we're big fans of that movie. I loved it.
Yeah, it was good.
I mean, obviously, as motorcycle enthusiasts, well, you were on an old Indian, was that right, or old Knuckle?
It was a chop shop bike. It was a Harley engine with forks off of something else. There's a story behind it because that character actually, when he came, he was a Hell's Angel guy. When he came and he met that group, they started robbing shops, and like all of a sudden everyone's bike started having different parts on it.
Yeah.
That's
part of the
awesome.
story. So when they during press, there was a certain, I had to say it exactly fucking right, which I already forgot. But so that movie, I met Jeff Nichols in Cannes, and I was kind of getting drunk and smoking cigarettes. We're having a great time. He goes, "I got a movie I'm doing if you want to do a part in it. It's called The Bikeriders." And I'm like, "Wait, the Danny Lyons book?" And he's like, "You know it?" And I'm like, "Of course I fucking know it." And then I read it, and I was like, "Dude, you got a lot of good-looking guys in this movie." And he goes, "Yeah." And I said, "Can I go the other way?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "What do you want to do?" And I'm like, "Can I just go the other way?" And so I flew. I was doing shooting in France, so I'd go back and forth, right? And I'd sit on the airplane with those fake teeth and try to like order a Diet Coke, or I'd like walk around Ohio, like going to a Starbucks, going plug a just seeing if I could like someone could understand me. So I showed up on set. I hadn't met the cast yet, so the first time they saw me, I'd look like that. But that bike in particular had a suicide shift, but
Yeah.
it had a rubber ducky on it in metal, but I couldn't hold the rubber ducky or it would break off.
Gotcha.
And that bike belongs to Oliver Peck.
Oh, no kidding. Yeah.
The tattoo guy.
Yeah.
So I had to like thread this bike and find the gears going through like 100 extras to go meet like Tom Hardy and Austin Butler and Jodie Comer for the first time, dressed like a maniac. So I'm up there waiting for the first AD to say go, and I look over at the makeup girl. I'm like, "Can I borrow those crazy pink glasses you got on?" I put them on, and he goes, "Go," and I go, "Wait, are these prescription?" Because everything's blurry, and she goes, "Yeah," and I went, "Okay, fuck it." So so I'm going through these people trying not to run somebody over, and then I get off the bike, and like Tom was like this,
Yeah.
and then Austin was like this, and Jody was. Everyone was looking at me like, "What? Why is he dressed like that?" So it was either going to work or it wasn't.
I loved it.
That bike was
Yeah.
hard to fucking.
Yeah, but you represented like the
Character.
60s HA kind
Yeah,
of vibe.
totally.
Yeah, that
compared
was-
to their kind of their bike
Vibe.
right.
You know the crazy part in Danny's bike, Funny Sonny and Michael Shannon's character are making out in the book, and I know like a lot of those old HA guys, like if Koff showed up, they would like kiss, like, they would just to fuck with people,
Right.
And so I'm asking Jeff, I'm like, should I be looking at Michael Shannon like kind of funny? And he's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, well, page 6, look,
Yeah.
they're making out, and I didn't know the story, right?
Yeah.
And so I meet Danny Lyons at the premiere, and I'm like, I got asked, like, was they a couple? Right? And he goes, no, dude. They saw a camera
Yeah.
and they were just fucking with me. I'm like, So that whole thing was.
I think you played it well because you looked like Funny Sonny, from the pictures and the teeth and the
smelled
whole
like
thing.
Funny Sonny.
And I was like, this is the chopper '70s guy I want to
Oh,
see.
for sure.
You know what I mean?
That guy, he in real life, I think the story goes, he went to a pizza place, ordered a pizza, and the girl behind the counter was cute. And he was like, yeah, HA, blah, blah, blah. And she goes, oh, really? And then she went beep, beep, beep to her boyfriend, who was an HA guy, and goes, some guy over here, see if I can see his name. And they all came, followed him home, broke into his house, took all of his gear, all of his old
Dang.
everything. And then he died some weird way. And then I got some message from his granddaughter or something that said she was upset because my teeth were too rotted. Right? But I was taking a little creative license, you know. His teeth weren't that fucked up. They were
all
fucked
their
up,
teeth,
but they
all
were
their
never-
teeth looked a little rotted back in those days. To be honest, right?
Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent.
Well, it was totally cool because
you gave me coffee. It's your fault.
I'm all buzzed up on this coffee too.
you can always tell who really rides. You know what I mean? Like
You can tell by their shoes.
or just the way their positions and stuff. Like Tom Cruise, when you see him on a bike, you're like, that guy can ride. He really does ride.
Steve loves Tom Cruise. Mission
okay.
Impossible. It's your favorite
You ever
movie.
met Tom Cruise?
I've actually never seen Mission Impossible.
Tom Cruise is like this. You know the thing when the fifth left and the up button. You understand what I'm talking about? You understand what I'm talking? You're like,
Get on the bike, buddy.
I mean, we all want to be Tom Cruise, but he's intense.
Probably not.
I like that he does his own stunts. That's amazing.
Mission Impossible.
I've never seen it.
Tom Cruise. He's
I've never seen it. So you
You've never
guys
seen Mission
I've
Impossible?
never seen it. No.
I haven't seen it either.
Yeah. You haven't seen it either?
Where am I right now?
We watch old movies. Like we're into
Mad
old
Max.
stuff,
Mad
know?
Max,
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you a crazy Mad Max story. So the guy that does our sets, who originally started on Walking Dead, did the first Mad Max. The original Australian dude.
That's
yeah.
my favorite movie of all time.
Yeah, his name's Grace Walker, coincidentally. But he said that they would go to pounds where they euthanize dogs and just get dead dogs and throw them out in the road. That's what it was like making movies there.
Yeah, we don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Well, that's
crazy,
how they got
right?
that dog.
Really?
The dog that
Yeah,
follows Mad Max.
Yeah.
He was
a pound dog, yeah.
Pound dog, and
Nice.
one of the crew guys kept it.
That's cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we totally.
But the original one, they're on KZ's because KZ was the only
Right.
one that would sponsor them.
Yeah.
So all those Kawasaki,
Kawasaki's
all
all
Kawasaki.
ratted
They're like,
out.
where's the BMW? Where's the Harley? Where's the track? There's a toe cutter helmet over there.
Oh, is it really? Wow.
I'm a huge Mad Max fan.
Oh,
That's
right
what got me into bikes.
Oh, cool.
The first time I saw that, I was like, the Goose is the coolest dude.
Yeah.
Freaking
Yeah, you were like, what, 3, 4 when that came out?
Yeah. My dad was, Scarface, Mad
I
Max.
think we're all
Like
about
Goose,
the same
like
age.
Goose.
So if you watch the original Mad Max, Goose has like the cop gear on, right?
Yeah.
He's got the leather pants.
He's very Judas Priest.
Yeah, super Judas Priest, got the cool helmet, and in the beginning, he's at that diner, and the cops are chasing the toe cutter, right? And he flies off the table, rolls over a car, gets on that KZ, and burns rubber.
Yeah.
And catches up to him. He's like doing like 90,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And the way that they film that, the film guy's over his shoulder the whole entire time. So he's just like cruising, as fast as that bike would go, fastest bike at that time.
They sped up that footage.
Totally.
Yeah.
But it looked super cool. And then,
Yeah.
he was just a suave guy. Like, he had the ladies and he guys.
The skunk.
Yeah,
the
the
skunk line.
He had white hair, right?
Yeah, white streak.
Everybody else was Australian, and he just was smooth. And I like,
You know who was really good at? Remember the fucking the guy that's chained to the car, and he pours gas on him. He's gonna burn. He was a bad guy. He was like the littlest.
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
Remember that guy?
Yeah,
He
yeah,
was.
Glasses.
Yeah,
He
he was
gets his
great.
hands chopped off.
Yeah, he was great.
I can go on for
Yeah.
hours. on
You
Mad
open the
Max.
door
Sorry,
on
don't
this.
open the door.
I'll be hearing this the rest of the day.
Yeah,
Remember that time we talked about Mad
Yeah.
Max? with
Oh
the
my
It was
gosh, you
cool.
just made his day.
yeah.
So where are you guys headed to next? What's
I don't know.
No idea.
We're headed south to Truth or Consequences, and then we're going to end up in Las Cruces.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let's have some miles.
That's a long one.
How far is that?
Do we have miles in front of honestly, really, do we have long miles in front of us?
Got some hours.
We don't have 1,200 miles. We have a couple hundred, right?
Yeah.
It's not,
Yeah.
Sure. Are you
We're
guys,
real
you guys
bikers
are
here.
the freeway down, right?
Yeah.
I prefer to stay off freeways personally. Like when we do road trips,
Yeah.
we're in back roads.
Yeah, for
I want
sure.
to smell the town.
I'm the same. I do that too.
Yeah.
I don't like highway freeway stuff.
Yeah.
So you mentioned something earlier about going to Born Free. You're going to be out there. Can we talk about that? Is that okay?
I won't be there because I'm filming in Europe.
Okay.
So I won't be there. But my bike, the knucklehead that Yaniv built, he's starting there. So he's taking that and he's doing his magic to that, and then that will be his bike
cool.
for that. So my bike's in California right now.
So I gotta ask you another bike question. The Triumph on Walking Dead. That was a pre-unit, right?
That bike was built by a guy named Purvis, who's no longer with us. But that bike never fucking started, ever.
Nice.
Then they put an electric starter on it. It worked up until they said action. There was maybe 4 of those bikes in the end. The crazy part, I was telling Zahn this the other day, is I think it's the opening scene of season 4. I'm on that bike, right? And I have the sleeveless thing going, which is crazy because if you ever like wear sleeveless shirts, if you notice this little bit of fat jiggles, so you think you're looking really fucking cool.
That's what you're looking at the whole time.
I didn't realize it until I saw it, and I'm like, God damn, right? But anyway, I was cruising down the thing, opening shot of the season, and I have a little earpiece in, and they're talking to me. I'm like, I can't hear you. It's starting to rain really hard. And then I'm like, oh no, I think it's hail. And the van pulls up, and they're like, get in the van, drop the bike, get in the van, we gotta go. I'm like, what's going on? Get in the fuck. And a tornado was right near us, and the tornado came right through where we were, and it hit part of the street that goes down to our studio, took down some trees. Yeah. But it was the opening scene of the season, and I was on that slide. Yeah, but it looked cool.
It was a show bike.
But what happened on that bike was they originally had me riding a horse, and I'm like, I'm terrified of horses. So I was like, can I just ride that bike? And they're like, well, that's your brother Merle's bike. I'm like, well, if he can ride it, he probably taught me how to ride it. And so I talked them into letting me have that bike instead of riding horses.
Yeah, when I saw it I was super excited for Walking Dead. I'm a huge Night of the Living Dead, George Romero fan.
Yeah.
So when that was coming out and I saw that bike pull up, I was like, that's a Triumph pre-unit.
Yeah.
Super sick to see that. And then it was kind of choppered out.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a couple of things off about it, but I was like, let it go.
You know,
it's custom built.
You know, the crazy part too, that bike, what they would do in post is they would add any motorcycle sound.
Sure, that's what I said.
And I'm listening to it, I'm like, that's not that bike. And they're like, yeah, whatever, it doesn't matter. And I'm like, you don't understand. People that ride motorcycles are going, no, that's not that noise.
That's a 2-stroke motor.
Well, I was like, it's one, you got to kick it, and it's going to take you 1,000 kicks to kick that bike over, and it doesn't have that rumble of a Triumph.
But I recorded that bike so many times and sent it to them going, please use this audio. But to them, not being motorcycle riders, they thought every motorcycle sounds the same.
Sounds like a Harley.
And it drove me nuts, you know.
Well, I'm impressed they let you ride the bike to set, because Zahn was
they will not let me ride bikes. We had a 49 Indian in season 3 or 2 of Dark Winds, and they would not let me on that bike. It looks like I'm on that bike, but I'm actually on a trailer.
Yeah, you're on a buck.
On a biscuit out in Monument Valley, and I was like, please let me ride the bike, man. But it was the 49 India Chief.
Can't you write that into your contract, though? You're like, I'm not going to sign up for this unless I'm
no season 3 unless I get to
maybe Norman can, but I'm not there yet. But
I was like, I don't have a car.
I like that excuse better.
I was lying.
But we had a bet about that not starting as well. And for something with set cars and set bikes or whatever, they don't start all the time. You know?
Yeah, especially action.
Yeah, action. It doesn't work. Yeah,
that was a cool bike, but I want your GMC.
You want the big? It doesn't start either.
It's a gorgeous little. What is it, like a Blazer? Or
it's
a GMC, right?
It's a Suburban, little GMC.
Yeah, that thing is amazing.
Very slow.
Is it weird?
You guys
is Truth or Consequences a weird place? What's weird about it?
So, like when you go to a town like let's say you go to Australia and everything feels like 5 or 10 years behind.
Yeah.
That's Tier C, but in a weird hippie way.
Great.
So like Tier C has like this weird
Tier C
or Truth or Consequences.
Yeah.
Right? Has this weird thing where it feels like it's a hippie town that never quite made it out of that.
It's the hot springs.
Wasn't there a movie called Truth or Consequences?
So the story is that there was a game show called Truth or Consequences, and whoever changed the name of their town to Truth or Consequences would win some money and get notoriety and stuff. So they did it. It was called Hot Springs or something before. Yeah, so they went ahead and changed the name. The town changed the name to Truth or Consequences.
After the show.
After the show. Yeah, the show put out this thing.
Like it wasn't like prizes.
Yeah, it was something like that. Yeah. So that's why the town's called it.
Feud.
There's a cool, like, there's hot springs out there, which is really dope. So if you guys have time to soak, but there's like a cool little glam camp thing that I like vintage trailers.
Yeah.
So there's like this little vintage trailer parking.
Oh, nice.
Stay, and it's a cool little getaway.
It's a good time of year to go there now because it's kind of cool.
I think
the
we
hot
are
springs.
soaking, maybe.
Are we doing a spa day?
I
You
think
guys
I
can do
might
like-
I
soak.
need to get my nails done.
Not that kind of spa though. You'll see.
Yeah,
It's
natural.
Oh, I don't even know. I was just kidding.
It's like, you know, very New Mexico, so everything's kind of like blue collar.
They put
grit.
green chili all over you.
No, more like greasy on the hands.
You really liked that the last time you were here.
I like green chili. Yeah, I really do.
Once
Love
you
my
get it
green
in your
chili.
system and you eat it every day, you can't get it out.
Right.
That's the thing.
I'm not a green chili fan.
He's a
Were you kidding
Really?
me?
What?
Really?
It's too spicy for me. It's too hot. I don't
Would you like red chili?
I do. If I have to eat chili, it's red chili.
I thought red was hotter than green.
depends.
Sometimes.
How
It's
about
got- it's more
Christmas?
flavor.
You don't do the Christmas?
Can't do it.
No.
Christmas?
Mixture. Yeah. Be sure to get the sour cream.
Don't get the sour cream.
I love sour cream.
See, we have this joke.
Well, that's 3 different opinions. I don't know what to do.
So we're both Hispanic Italian. And he says I'm the worst Italian because I don't like olives. He's the worst Hispanic because he doesn't like green chili.
I'm more of the pasta guy.
Yeah.
I have
He's
a
more
little
of the
Italian. I have a little Italian. My father's mother was from Sicily,
Okay.
and it was Crocificia Butera, from the town of Butera.
Nice.
It's
Nice.
the witch's town.
So you're kind of a paisan.
Kind of like us.
Kind of, yes, yeah. I don't know much about them, but
Yeah.
You know, one of the things that you guys are going to like about this ride, the thing that we love out here is like, obviously you guys are pricing the clear blue skies.
Of course.
It's beautiful. The scenery, you know, we can pretty much get from here to anywhere on an open road in 15 or 20 minutes. You don't get that in California. I grew up in the Bay Area, so
Absolutely.
a lot of Bay Area people here today.
there is.
Yeah.
I think there was I hate to say it, but a lot of us ended up leaving California. Like I've been here for probably 20 years,
Yeah.
you know, because it just got so expensive in California. I'm a teacher, so to be a teacher in California wouldn't work.
Also, Madrid. There was a lot. I heard a lot about artists leaving San Francisco when it got weird in like '69, and they all came down to Madrid.
Yeah, totally.
And so
Santa
you know,
Fe,
it's
too.
a blue collar town. So like
Yeah.
we could start this coffee shop here in Albuquerque where we couldn't have done that in California with the pricing and whatnot, you know. But you guys are going to love the ride.
Yeah,
It's
totally.
Yeah.
What's your favorite route that you've ridden since you've been here? Because you've been here a couple times.
Right? It's like, geez, I don't remember all the routes with the street names and stuff. I mean, I've been so many places.
Yeah.
So many routes with this show and in my personal life. I don't know my favorite route here,
Yeah.
to be honest.
What about in general? Like
In general,
what are some
ever?
dope spots that you've been to?
I used to live in Atlanta, so Atlanta, I would go to like Nashville. I go to where Elvis's house is, Memphis. Those were always really fun. To the Blue Ridge Mountains.
Okay.
Those were always really good. New Zealand was really good. New Zealand was kind of one of my favorites. They're all different. They're all fun. My favorite kind of ride ever is unplanned. You know, like my girlfriend was like, "Oh, I always want to go see Elvis's place." I was like, "Put on your shoes," and we just left right like 5 minutes later. Those are my favorite rides.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like the route up, going up northern New Mexico, Taos area.
Beautiful.
Up into Colorado. And
Yeah.
We were talking about the 550.
Yeah.
The $1 million highway up to Colorado. But northern New Mexico, I think Red was it Red River? Red
Yeah.
River, that area. It's beautiful. Then down into Vegas, Las Vegas, New Mexico.
There's a loop called the Enchanted
Yeah,
Circle.
that's what it
and
is,
that
yeah.
you guys got to do
Enchanted
that
Circle.
route.
I've
It's
done that,
up through Taos,
Yeah.
around through Red River,
Yeah.
back through northern New Mexico, Chimayo. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, it's a bummer, but we got to sort of wrap this up, guys.
Thank you, man.
Man, it was a real pleasure.
Yeah.
It's good to see you again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Still a whole bunch of coffee.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks, guys.
So how'd you feel about that podcast, Steve?
I think it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I think they would have gone longer if they could, but Izzy was like, let's go.
Yeah,
We got to go to
for sure.
see.
Yeah, I mean, I could have, I re-listened to a section of it.
Yeah.
And I noticed that I was like talking about Mad Max for like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I was like,
Long time.
oh man, I probably should have railed that one in a little bit. But it was fun, and I think Zahn has a really nice appreciation for New Mexico.
Really does.
You know, he hypes up New Mexico a lot. You could tell he's got some roots here. He feels the same way that we feel about New Mexico.
Absolutely.
And it was cool for him to kind of represent and give a little bit back to the viewers on where he comes from and what he's about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think that gets shed a lot of light on
Right.
all the time. You know, his Native American background and the aspect of coming from New Mexico was cool.
You know, there's so many things you think about after the fact, right? That you're like, oh, I wish we'd have talked about this. Oh, I wish we'd have brought that up and gone a little more into detail. Zahn and his, indigenous background, Native American, I would have liked to have gotten into a little bit more about that. But yeah, he's one of those guys, you know, he's got a connection to nature, right? You could tell, and he can just connect with the environment.
Right.
And he talks about it and you can see it. And that's super cool, I think.
Yeah. And he's an old school guy.
He is.
You know, he's kind of one of those guys that I think kind of gets the bigger picture.
Yeah.
You know, what's going on in the world and your environment and the people around you and all those kind of things. And on top of that, like Norman was a rad dude to sit down and talk about, you know, and talk with. And he knows bikes, which was dope. And you can go on and on for days about different, you know, projects he's been on and whatnot. But you can tell he's got a good heart and good passion for bikes and whatnot.
Nice guys, right?
Oh, totally a nice guy.
Did you enjoy it?
I had a good time. Did you?
Yeah, I really did enjoy it. We hope you guys enjoy it. We've got some big things coming up in October. Kind of winds down our event season. So what do we have coming up that people should be here for?
Well, the first one coming up is this Sunday. So this is getting aired on Friday. And then in 2 days, we'll be doing our 6th annual Balloon Fiesta Ride, which, you know, the years go by quick.
Yeah.
So, you know, we try and do kickstands up around 5:45-ish, 6-ish if we can.
Right.
That way we can see the balloons doing their glow thing and starting to do the ascension. Hopefully we can get that done in the amount of time that we need to.
Cool. What else we got?
And our biggest one of the year is our Monster Mash. That's with cars and motorcycles. People are expected to dress up, bring out the kids. It's a trunk or treat. You'll want to bring out, if you are bringing a car, you know, plenty of candy for the kids. We'll have giveaways. We are giving away something pretty special this year.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we got the Honda CL 100. Great little bike. Sold a couple tickets today here. And as always, it's always somebody who's like, I had one of those when I was a kid. Sure. I'd like to win it. Maybe give it to a grandson or nephew or something. So we'll see. If you haven't bought tickets, you should really do that. You can do it online at rustisgoldcoffee.com. And you don't have to be present to win. It's better if you are. But buy some tickets, support Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Our longtime sponsor, Parnell Law. You know, they've been with us for a few, CJ especially.
Yeah.
And then Allstate, our neighbors who've been with us for a couple of years now.
Yeah.
And then one of our newer sponsors is Central Root. Lady by the name of Melissa, who has a recording studio. She's kind of helping us out on a couple events too this year.
Yeah, some great people involved. You know, we got to throw a shout out to our buddies Daniel and Mikey, Speed Shark Garage, Speed Shark Moto, because they get a little offended when we don't mention them once in a while. Sarah, and we like to give them a hard time. So thanks, guys. Who's your plug?
Put us on your videos, dude.
That's right. All right, man. It's been a pretty fun season. It's been a great season. Other stuff coming up, podcast and video cast wise. Hopefully we can step it up. It's going to be hard to hit another level of this.
I know. Well, who's our next guest going to be?
That's the question.
I think we should bring Zahn back on for a longer podcast.
Absolutely down for that. And I think he would like it.
Okay. Hit him up.
All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching.
Hey everybody, CJ from Parnell Law Firm, and as a lifelong motorcycle rider, I'm excited to be a part of the community here at Russ's Gold Racing, Russ's Gold Coffee. I love to come to the moto meetups every month, and we are supporting the web series this season. So the guys are going to take you on a bunch of new adventures, and we're going to be giving away a motorcycle. So stay tuned to YouTube, check out all the episodes, and we'll see you there. And remember, if you get hurt on your motorcycle, call Bert, 332-BERT.
My baby's on a Vincent, has been for quite a while. She said it's rocking just to style. So let's ride, so let's ride, so let's ride, so let's ride. Come on, turn up, I got lovely Kim's. American rocker is a matter of fact.